How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my reactions to Star Trek, the original series. Last episode I watched was about a month ago. I took a break for a few weeks over Christmas. So now I'm starting to start up the reactions again, and we are on to Season 2, Episode 5, The Apple. Well, guys, just before I get into the reaction for the episode, there'll be a full uncut reaction to this episode on my Patreon page. The vast majority of the episodes have full-length reactions, which are up on the Patreon page as well. So if you'd like to support the channel further and you'd like to join the Patreon, there'll be a link in the description if you want to check that out. And just a quick shout out to my patrons, to Ravi, to Gigi Gooding, to Mihal, to Mary, and to Blaze. Thank you so much for the support, as always. Really appreciate it. But now we will get into Season 2, Episode 5, The Apple.
Start your reading. I just might stake out a claim and settle down here, Jim.
It is spectacular, isn't it?
It's a shame to have to intrude.
Starfleet wants it investigated and the inhabitants contacted. We do what we're told.
Strong does it do that? Maybe they won't want you there.
You're sure about that?
Captain.
Red shirt, he's dead. The hell is that?
One of my men has been killed by a poisonous plant. As soon as we get out of the way, beam the body up.
Aye, Captain. I could do with a nice walk in a garden with green leaves and grass.
Who wouldn't, Scotty?
Pod. If it gets any worse, let me know. We'll beam up. Kirk out. Avoid contact with the humanoids. But I want you and Marple to make a full reconnaissance, so be careful. Keep in constant communication.
Also, just stay away from all plants.
There's a humanoid hiding directly.
But there was someone when he was dead didn't show a head when the ensign got killed.
If you insist on worrying, worry about me. I've been wanting to get you in a place like this for...
One of your fellow officers has just died. Like, do you not feel bad about that? Like,
Fragile, good cleavage. An analysis should prove interesting.
oh my god.
This could be a find of some importance. In large quantities, it could be a considerable source of power.
What if it had blown up when you were holding it, like?
Something from the surface, like a pail of water on a fire. A beam, maybe, or a transmission. I'm having it analyzed, but it's like nothing I've ever seen before. And it's pinpointed in the area of that village we located down there.
Tough to find in paradise.
It's home to duck. Oh. I'm telling you, why are you walking around with all these flowers? Like, it's suicidal.
Gotta get him back to the ship, Jim.
Kirk to Enterprise.
Scott here, sir.
We're beaming up. Notify transporter room. Scotty, what's the matter?
We can't make transporter contact, sir.
They should have beamed up after the first attack. Oh, he's up.
Dr. McCoy's potion is acting like all his potions, turning my stomach.
They all jibes at each other.
Instead of green, you wouldn't have an upset stomach. Plant, so I
Stepped in front and took the thorns yourself.
assure you, Captain, I had no intention of doing that. It was merely my own clumsiness which prevented me from moving out of the way.
I see. Well, next.
He's gonna get killed. He's on his own. Like a fork of lightning will come down on him. Landing. Yeah, there you go. It's just the way they were framing it, I knew it.
Beautiful day, Mr. Spock. Not a cloud in the sky. Just like paradise.
That way! I never saw anything like...
Oh! I wonder, is this just like all set up for them to be attacked, or is it just unfortunate that they've stumbled upon these?
Among the green grass and the flowers, I should have beamed up at the first sign of trouble.
You are under orders to investigate this.
This isn't that important a mission, Spock. Not worth the lives of 3 of my men.
And because he's the captain, it all falls on him, so it's such a tough role to have.
Violins?
Wasn't expecting that response.
Drop me. With your hand.
Like, you don't know for sure he did anything.
We come in peace. We would like to speak to this Vol. Antennae?
They are my ears for Vol. They were given to me in the dim time, so that we are close to Vol, so we may serve him. I shall take you there.
Something has grabbed us from the planet's surface, like a giant tractor beam, and we
I'm
can't break
still
loose.
obviously don't trust that guy yet.
It's no good, Captain. With maximum thrust against the pull, we'll only be able to maintain full power for 16 hours.
Fine. All good comes from Vol.
Take me to him. I wish to speak to him.
I shall take you to him. It's only to me.
I'll take my chances.
Okay, this looks like... Do you remember Aladdin? Jafar sends Aladdin down to get the lamp. Looks the exact same as that, so maybe not quite as big. Maybe they based it off of this. Maybe they communicate.
Very high order of workmanship. Very ancient. Yep.
Oh! Did you get too close?
A force field?
In all directions. Conventional in composition. And quite formidable.
There are no others.
The, children.
Children. Ah, replacements. None are necessary. They are forbidden by Vol.
But
Love.
Maybe they've been
What is
repressed
love?
by Akul, whatever his name is.
Well, there goes paradise.
These people are from another place.
A while ago, this whole planet was trying to kill us. Doesn't make sense.
Nothing makes sense down here.
Going down and we can't stop it.
I'm sick of hearing that word can't. Get that ship out of there.
Sir, we're doing everything within engineering reason.
Run a thorough check on the natives. And there's a complete lack of harmful bacteria in their system. No decalcification, no degeneration of no arteriosclerosis. In simple terms, Jim, they're not growing old. And I can't begin to tell you how old they are.
Perfectly controlled temperature. No natural enemies. No replacements needed.
Yeah, there's no children.
After all.
I don't think I'd be eating the fruit though. I still wouldn't be trusting of everything.
Apparently, our hypothesis is correct. There is no living being there. The Enterprise has only 10 hours left in which to break free.
Vol weakens around feeding time.
Jim, you're not just going to stand by and be blinded to what's going on here. These are humanoids, intelligent. Don't you understand what my readings indicate? There's been no change or progress here in at least 10,000 years.
These people are healthy and...
Yeah, I was about to say that, but they seem happy. You can't dictate it, Mackay.
But it doesn't work for me. Humanoids living so they can service a hunk of tin.
Aye. But if we don't break out, I'd rather we didn't have to wait too long.
No suffering.
Kirka. What would happen if someone on this planet died?
but they can't. That Val takes care of them.
Accidents happen.
Yes.
To what get them to question is
Someone were to fall off a cliff.
leadership,
something
maybe?
That might.
Would it be so very bad?
Are they trying to like show them?
Why do you look like that?
The way they touched. I do not understand.
God, it was quick to make them change around, wasn't it?
The law is plain. I have given you the words of Val. Do you beg the lightning to strike? The newcomers are a danger. Tell the men of Val to meet me in the clear place. Spoken to me. His words are true, hear them. We are to kill the strangers. Find a heavy stick. Come up from behind the stranger.
Oh, jeez.
But it is a viable one.
Bones was right. These people aren't living, they're existing. They don't create, they don't produce, they don't even think.
Will be in direct violation of the non-interference directive.
These are people, not robots.
But who knows though? Maybe some of them want to stay like that though.
We are on a peaceful mission. We mean no harm to you or your people.
Oh shit!
Marvel!
Quite a few of them were getting knocked easy. Like they literally just bumped them over and they were knocked out.
Put them in the hut. Find out where the women are. Put them in there, too.
That whole plan was terrible.
The doctor was concerned that the Valians achieved true human stature. I submit there's no cause for worry. In the first step, they've learned to kill.
Man, that was a jibe right back at Bones.
I had to follow orders. Always orders. Scotty, do you still have phaser power?
Aye, but what?
Lock all banks on the coordinates of the energy field located down here. On my command, commence firing on those coordinates.
Aye, sir, but they won't penetrate that force field.
It's as though Val were trying to draw on other sources.
Tapping its energy cells.
I would assume so.
Good. Ship's pulling away must have weakened it considerably.
There's a bit of his energy reserves maintained.
Val is dead.
Mr. Scott, status report.
Tractor beam gone. Potency returning to antimatter pods. I'll have all engineering sections working on the circuits immediately.
Let those people go.
Who knows, he would have broken their hearts.
But it was Vol. Vol cared for us.
You'll learn to care for yourselves. Well, you might even enjoy it.
You can't dictate this. It's not as simple as that.
Think for yourself. Caring for each other. Being happy with each other.
Yeah, of course, they're really good sentiments, Kirk, but they're a different race. Yeah, so for me, what I liked best about this episode, I didn't think it was a great episode, to be honest, but I did think the whole idea of with McCoy and Spock arguing over what to do with the race, and Spock saying, look, they're essentially happy right now, like, who are we to kind of change their way of life, should they have that power? Also the Prime Directive. I get Kirk and them had to figure out a way to get out, to get back to the ship, but I'm not so sure you can just say, alright, this is how you should live, we live like this is good, so now do that. I don't know if that what kind of right they have to do that. They're kind of playing God in a way. So I kind of was on Spock's side on that, to be honest. But that for me was the most interesting. That was a really interesting aspect of the episode. But I thought in general it wasn't one of the strongest episodes. It wasn't the most overly engaging, bar that whole side argument in the episode. I also give with Kirk, you see at times the weight of. You see with the ship in danger and like, should he have left earlier when there was warning signs? That whole thing of being the captain and the role, responsibility that you have. That was a nice touch as well. I enjoyed that too. So those kind of two aspects I really liked, but on the whole, I think it was one of the weaker episodes. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Apple and where will this rank among your favorite episodes of Star Trek. Let me know in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.